Hello everyone, my name is Jasneet Singh Bindra, country head with AFM, and today we have got Mr. Ramkumar Barchha from Rajkot. He's one of the top 30 mutual fund distributors in India, managing AUM almost worth 1,000 crores. So, firstly, Rambhai, as popularly you addressed us, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Rambhai, just want to understand your journey. I mean, you spent many years in this industry. So, how it all started, and where you are today. If you can just briefly talk us about the journey.
Thank you for inviting me. It's very kind for AAFM to launch such conferences wherein knowledge building exercise, which is a continuous and
Correct.
a must journey for every individual mutual fund distributor to grow in this industry and keep one updated. So I started my journey in on 17th of July 2002, where what is mutual fund was the biggest question, especially coming from Gujarat, Saurashtra, where people know numbers, people know businesses, making them believe that someone can earn for you was a very tough task.
Correct.
So, what is mutual fund? It started the journey from there. And right now, with the support of a lot of investors and markets and the able wealth management results which have been generated, the way India is growing, after 22 and a half years, I can proudly say mutual fund sahi hai.
Brilliant. And just talking about the changes in the last 5 to 10 years in the mutual fund industry as such, with SEBI guidelines, also alternatives coming into the market, PMS and now the SIFs. What are your thoughts on these changes?
So, to start with, I'll start from the ticket size
Correct.
on the hierarchy. So first, let's start with SIF. So the new regulation which has been just been brought into the forum for investors to invest, the minimum ticket size of 10 lakh rupees. What I have gathered and what I have read is there are certain permitted strategies which are right now being explored by each and every asset management company, which shall be launched in due course of time. And also for the mutual fund distributor, there is a specific NISM exam
Correct.
which one has to get oneself certified with before selling such products, which only time would say once they are rolled out. But I think a lot of owners would be on the mutual fund distributor to explain those products to their set of investors and then onboard them for such products.
Correct.
So that is a 10 lakh rupees journey. Now that was a bracket which was missing between a mutual fund and a PMS. PMS, as we all know, has a minimum ticket size of 50 lakh rupees, which has all the strategies which are there with regard to listed and entities and the Cat 3 kind of a products. And all the strategies which could not be launched on a PMS platform, wherein AIF, an alternative investment fund, which was promoted by the SEBI, wherein 1 crore minimum ticket size was introduced. Now, so a lot of time we get these questions: which is the best product for me?
Correct.
So we all know, that apple and orange is a fruit, but when to eat an apple and when to orange, I think that depends on your wisdom and your risk appetite. So essentially, if I start uh, comparing typically a mutual fund with a PMS, I think that's a very incorrect comparison to do,
Right.
because the set of investors are different. The set of investors with risk appetites are different. The kind of flexibility which a PMS may have in the due course of operation, that is not available in case of mutual funds. And secondly, is that you also need to understand that in case of PMS, at the end of the year, the onus is on you, just like mutual fund, to account for all the short-term gains, long-term gains, managerial fees, each and every expense you need to book properly in your books of accounts, and then present the same for filing your tax returns.
Right.
However, in case of AIF, this onus is on the manufacturer. So they do all the bookkeeping and all, and the proceeds which are distributed to you, they are post-tax. Hence,
Right.
they are tax-free
Correct.
in the hands of the investor. But you should also understand one thing, that when an exempted return product which is filed at the time of income tax, so
Right.
they ask you two sections in the income tax returns. One is tax-free income from agriculture, tax-free income from non-agriculture. So obviously this falls under non-agriculture.
Correct.
And tax-free income below certain thresholds by the income tax department's present guidelines, they are viewed with a microscope. Because it's like if somebody is making a 15 or 20 lakh rupees claim on a tax-free income, obviously the tax authorities would like to ascertain that this claim is genuine.
Right.
So you may face a certain query-based investigation or a scrutiny,
Right.
which one should be mentally prepared for when you are into such kind of thing. However, in case of PMS, because you are the person who is filing it, you do this tax-free income is not mentioned in that particular section. Secondly, in case of PMS, you should also keep in mind is that in case when the markets are volatile or when markets are not doing well, and there could be an element of short-term or a long-term loss,
Right.
which can be carried forward in the books of accounts, provided you file your return on time for 8 long years.
Right.
Which over maybe can be set off against short-term capital gains or long-term capital gains, which may be arising from financial markets or even long-term capital gains from property can be knocked off against these long-term capital losses. So that's an added advantage. So I think before jumping into the pool, one should be very clear that what kind of tax questions and tax complications you should be facing over a period of time. That would in fact this would make you more empowered to take those decisions whether to go for a PMS or an AIF.
Right.
Yes, AIF is a very versatile platform where a lot of strategies which cannot be launched on PMS platforms, could be of an unlisted, could be of a real estate, can be only launched on AIF basis. So that's an added advantage that certain products you cannot get in PMS.
Right.
Ideally, a person who is running a direct stock portfolio
Correct.
should look at a PMS as an alternative because you have a expert driving your car. Correct. Rather than you driving your car.
Yeah.
And AIF should also be explored for those strategies which are not available on PMS platforms.
Yeah.
So that makes it more unique. And there are certain high debt yield AIFs which are launched, which are not linked with markets or something, which are only available on those platforms. I think that is where the decision-making process comes.
Correct. Correct. I mean, thank you so much for that elaborate answer. I also want to check with you, what do you think is the role of, let's say, professional bodies like AFM India in terms of upskilling the community as such and maybe bridging that gap which exists, in terms of the learning outcomes that one looks out for. So what you think is the role a professional body like AFM can play in that?
So I have been associated with AFM in earlier years also, wherein I have myself done a CFGP
Right.
certification
Right.
with the help of one of the asset management company. And that is where we realized that yes, a big role, especially in estate planning, making of family trust, executing them.
Correct.
See, suggesting is one thing, executing is another thing.
Correct.
And I think I'm proudly say that I have been associated with AAFM on that front. I could get the services of Mr. Deepak Jain for some of my clients. And it turned out to be an extremely value addition experience for them also.
Correct.
Because you cannot be master of all. And when you have masters like this available in the industry, then why not to take help of those stalwarts?
Correct.
And
Correct.
with such conferences which are being organized today, I think this is a constant learning experience which AFM is providing.
Right.
Now, with this kind of platform and the kind of quality of speakers which we have been able to get, we always, for example, this particular conference which is being organized in the heart of Gift City, where the Gift City business strategy head comes and makes a presentation to you.
Correct.
Where you have other Gift City manufacturers queuing up to give their presentations. There were yesterday chartered accountants were available. People who could actually empanel you in Gift City were available at a short notice.
Yeah.
There were hotspots which were lined up wherein you can fix up a meeting, get the information on real-time basis, and you can make a decision. Now, where all you get all this platform, it's like a सजा के जो platter मिलता है ना. I think
Correct.
that kind of experience AAFM is able to provide, and we're really thankful AAFM for initiating, for giving such initiatives, to the industry as a whole, which where learning is important.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time and your insights. And we look forward to have you for more such events and sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.